They get to some planet, the ship gets stuck in some tractor beam, they have to beam down to figure out what the fuck is going on, then the communications get severed, somehow the team on the ship, and he's like, no Spock, you're not coming on the way team. I need you on this ship in case you need to get us the hell out of here. Every fucking episode.
Yeah.
So Spock's always running the show, they're like,
They pulled that shit in the movies too.
like, we've lost communication with the captain. Like, every fucking episode. Like,
Yeah.
and literally, oh, and then the second thing I noticed is it's always some form of Bible theme
Really?
or, like, urban mythology, like Zeus.
Yeah, I remember that
Like,
being
it's,
a big part.
it always, like, every sort of theme has to do with, like, shattering the illusion of the god, or like doing this, or like, you know what I mean? It's like, the source of his power is that temple. Lock phasers. Like, you know? And it's like, they're like, okay, so there's like one episode, and they have to they phaser lock on fucking Apollo's temple, because he has them trapped there. He's like, I'm a god. And he can like he's like almighty or whatever. They're like, we've noticed there's an energy fluctuation on this structure on the planet, Captain. It's like, that must be where he's getting his power from.
Yeah.
Lock phasers, right? And they fucking blow the building up. It's like this Greek temple. And then he's like, because he's like giant, he grows big. And then he like shrinks down and he's like, no, my power. And he has like no power. And then like literally the following episode, they come to some other planet. They get locked in some tractor beam. They have to beam down to the planet. They find this like indigenous people who are like totally like Adam and Eve, like living in the garden, like never experienced sex, never had a drink, never did any like grown up shit, like that kind of stuff, like can't think for themselves. They're like, we just follow whoever the god was. I can't remember. There's like one guy had like antennas sticking out of his neck, and literally the god was like a snake head with fangs coming out of a mountain, like a rock snake head with green eyes. And they're like, we must feed Kango or whatever the fuck his name was. And they're like feeding him or whatever. They're like, Spock, we're trapped on this planet. We noticed that there's a source of energy coming from this mountain, right? Lock phasers. And then like they blow up the fucking snake head with the phasers, and the people are like, now what are we gonna do? Well, I guess you're gonna have to learn to think for yourselves. Because they're like, oh, no touching is touching is forbidden. And then they see like two members of the Starfleet, because Chekhov, the Russian guy, he's like got like a girlfriend. They're like in the garden, but the garden's also like poisonous. Like there's like flowers that shoot shit that can kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to obey that snakehead's laws, but it's like a rock snake. It's like the genie mouth in Aladdin.
Yeah.
There's like a burning red hole, and they have to feed this snake. And the one guy has an antenna who only communicates to the snake and tells everyone else what to do. And people are like, touching is forbidden. Like females and males have never made contact, never had their own children, never realized what it's like to give birth. Like that kind of stuff. They're just like totally like trapped, infantile, like whatever.